Welcome to Timber&Terra. I'm Glenn. We are back out here in an area where I'm sort of clearing the junk wood, which per my management plan, that junk wood is quaking aspen or poplar, which is what most of this is right here. Gray birch, handful of those are the ones that sort of have like that, have a curvy top because they're so weak. Those are gray birch, as well as most of the red maple. Occasionally I have a red maple that's sort of standing on its own, has good shape, appears to be healthy, and I'll leave it, but most of the red maple will take down. So this particular area is being managed to favor eastern or northern white cedar. Same species, just go by different names. There's a couple in here. I think it will finally uncover some. When we worked over sort of that area last video, there wasn't any that I saw. There might be some seedlings underneath the snow, but I haven't noticed any. So we'll work our way back. Obviously there's a fair amount of poplar here sort of on the edge. We'll uncover some of that cedar. There are a couple questionable firs as far as are they healthy or not that I'll probably take down just on the other side of these big ones here. So without further ado, let's get at it. To take down this large poplar, it obviously has the branches sort of wanting it to go that way, which is fine. It's hard to see the top of this particular fir, but I think that's a decent tree. So what I'd like to do, I mean, if it was just slick cut, you know, with no hinge, it would sort of go that way. But I want it to go that way. Might take out a couple of these small fir, but I think it's better than these three larger ones. Let's see how we do. Well, I guess that didn't work out the best. I think it was one of those lower branches that took it off. I'll have to watch the video. There's the top of the tree right there. But I think overall it's fine. I think I'll get probably just one nice saw log from it for myself. Not much of a market for poplar, so I have use for boards. So I just have it sawn into 1-inch boards. Now if that doesn't have a good top, I'll cut that down. Well, that's a little disappointing. Right there, it's all rotten. I have no idea how far down that goes. The butt end looks good. I don't know, maybe I'll just take my chances. Have it sawn up, and I'm guessing at least 8 or 10 feet of this is probably good. So yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. I'll just have it sawn up anyhow. Worst that can happen is I have a bunch of lumber to burn. So I wanted to push it this way because the way my angle is, what I want to do is have this go this way a bit instead of hit that tree. I don't know how successful I'll be. Well, not too successful is the answer to that question. But I'm guessing this tree is young enough that that may very well heal up and be no issue at all. That has a bit of a double top anyhow. That one has a deformed top, I'm guessing because of some of the other stuff it was trying to grow around. Yeah, a lot of these look like they've been deformed. Even that one up there must have been a branch from the poplar. I don't know if you can see that light spot right there. Well, it has been, I think, at least a week since we were out here. And we had a lot of warm weather. Almost all the snow is gone. But for some reason, today is really cold. I really didn't think I'd be wearing my cold weather gear again this year, but here I am. But it's the last cold day, at least in the 10-day forecast. So, all right. So what I've done now here, before I started filming, is I just cleaned up some, some saplings, some junk wood, some brush, just to have a bit more clarity as to what needs to come down. And the snow did uncover this fallen poplar here, so I do have a neighbor that's interested in the poplar for his outdoor wood boiler, so I am going to salvage some of this for firewood, even if it doesn't make a saw log. So that's what this is firewood. It's not saw log. I'm going to cut this up, probably I'm guessing two logs out of it, drag it out, And then again, start working our way back, you know, taking these smaller poplar down. There are some bent over birch you can see in there that we'll take down as well. I'm not going to be too fussy about pushing this up into a pile. I doubt I'm going to bring much else out here, just because the ground is thawing as it is now. There's a little bit of mud I had to drag them through. Generally what I will do sort of this time of year, if the roads or my concentration areas are muddy, I'll just cut the stuff I'm cutting, just drag it roadside, because generally in the woods it's going to be more frozen than out here in the open where the sunshine hits. Just drag them roadside, and then when things dry out, I'll go through with my log trailer and pick them up, if I can remember where they are. Every year it never fails. There's always a log or two somewhere I just forgot to get. But I think if I concentrate my efforts in this area here, then there's really only two roads. One that goes that way, and then this one here that goes in there. So my chances of forgetting stuff is slightly reduced if I only have two roads to concern myself with. So I'll go back there and I'll sort of do a post-mortem, just look at where we are. So next, this little tiny area here, these dead and leaning trees, get them out because they're sort of leaning up against some what I think are decent fir trees. I did leave a couple logs here that I'll get next time I come out here. It's just a two, well, I guess that birch beyond here is 32 feet, so that's 2 logs. And then this small maple here. This poplar here, this birch here, I cut up and left because it was just so curvy. Sometimes it's not worth dealing with non-straight logs. So finally I've uncovered some of our target species for retention here in this area. Nice cedar there, now has open area. This one here has a bit more open area. And this one here, lots of open area. So I think for the time being, I am going to leave this poplar here. I have been toying with the idea of taking one or both of these down. That one has witch's broom there, you can see. The other one just beyond it, I think, has woodpecker hole or some sort of a varmint hole in the bottom, so that's probably on its way out anyhow. I'm thinking I may take those 2 down. And this one here is nearly dead anyhow. Take that down. But as far as here, it's looking a lot greener, a lot less deciduous, I guess you might say. There's one of those decent black cherries right there. It's not the greatest. You can see the stem it's not straight, it has a little bit of sweep to it, but it's not too bad. It's got that fir tree growing right next to it, but for now we'll leave it. So there are some larger red maples and aspen I'll take down. For instance, that one there, which is a bit of a leaner. Another one, a couple back there, and then you can see over there. So just sort of working our way back. And then I do have those 2 cherry firewood logs that we did several videos ago now that are back there that I'll get probably at the same time that I get these. So I hope that was enjoyable for you. It was for me. I hope you join me for future videos. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.